what concerns me most right now in America, I guess we could say, maybe not most, but just what pops into my mind when you say what concerns me about the youth or the way things are going right now is the social media thing. To me is just on a different level of everyone just wants to be famous almost now. Everyone wants to be somebody and they got to be somebody special. And if they're not, they feel bad or something like that. Like it's not all about, to me, you know, everyone has a part in the world, you know, feel like we share the world together. Like I'm living with him, living with you, you know, we're sharing the world. You know what I mean? I feel like everyone is trying to stand out and be somebody special where it's cool. I understand that. But at the same time, there's a way where everyone can share and be cool. Like the richest person is still getting richer and the poorest person is usually getting poorer at this point, it feels. And it keeps going like that and it hasn't changed. So that's the most concerning thing to me. And I feel like for some reason, I don't know why social media helps us do what we do. You know, I can't knock it in that way, but I feel like there's something about that that's fucking with kids because everyone's growing up with a cell phone now and everyone's growing up with a Facebook now and everyone's growing up super quick now and everyone's just putting themselves in certain positions where they're too young to be in those positions and people are just trying to be what they think they're supposed to be.
Looking at those false images, thinking that that's reality. You know, that's, you know,
Yeah.
girls comparing themselves to these, you know, these Instagram models and thinking that, you know, that they're not beautiful in their own way because of some fake Instagram filter a girl will put on in the right pose. She'll be in there and think they got to live up to that thing. You know, it's like.
Society nowadays is a little bit more fake than it ever has been, in my opinion. Just because I feel like everyone can think that they are going to be the next famous person. Because why? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna do something outlandish just so I can get on YouTube and get 1 million views or whatever it might be.
Got him.
I don't like that. I mean, it's funny. I'm entertained too, like I said, and I'm not knocking it because that's how we get our music out there. But I'm concerned because I feel like it's being used in the wrong ways a lot of times too. And where's it going to stop? What's the next thing going to be? You know?
I mean, a lot of what he said, like, I mean, he's my best friend, so we agree a lot. You feel what I'm saying? We have a real, although our appearances are really separate, our ideas of the world are very similar inside our brain. So I agree with a lot of the stuff he was saying. But just to kind of take it to another step, I feel like there's a racial element of hip hop and music in general that I feel like, you know, if you're like 25 and under, some of these police brutality things and stuff like that are happening now are really shocking to certain people. And they didn't kind of realize when hip hop was first invented, it was a struggle. It was hip hop against the world. Like they stole our music programs. They wouldn't teach us how to play guitar and piano in school and public school no more. They took all that out of there. They were trying to send us to the streets to sell crack that they were bringing in from other countries so they can make money. They took away all our music. So hip hop became something we put together to make our own music in our own ways. And now I feel like since it's so easy to make music, like somehow there's a struggle, there's a separation between the racial elements of hip hop and how it came at the beginning and the struggle of us against the world, that now it's kind of like you'll see people trying to get a whole bunch of hits on YouTube. They'll just think they can just go out there and drop the M-bomb, or it's fun to have, you know, a group of white kids just running off at the mouth with all these disrespectful things that, you know, that their ancestors used to say to people that used to really fuck them up. You know, but now they just lost perspective of where that came from. I always look at that and I always try to just, any MC that would ever talk to me for whatever little bit of success in whatever little piece of this pie we were able to carve out in the hip hop game, we always try to express every show that, you know, a fat black dude, a little Jewish guy, and a Mexican DJ, you know, we up here rocking for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can all get along and respect each other's struggle and where we came from. You know what I'm saying? And like, he's not trying to get a whole bunch of YouTube clicks by dropping N-bombs. He wants to get YouTube clips because he can rap his ass off. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say some disparaging, white people, man, you didn't invent hip hop, so get out of here. You have no piece in that, because that's not getting nobody nowhere. We're trying to bring people together, you know, and I feel like the youth of today miss and don't understand some of that struggle that happened at the beginning of hip hop, and they lose out on that.
If my brother stabbed me in my head, what the fuck is going on to make your blood stab you in the back of your head?
Opening acts said, "Hey man," he put his hand on my shoulder. He said, "Hey, I need you to take this really calmly." So he goes, "Maurice is gone," And I was like, what?
Back when tax bracket shit was way past any practical math I did. Now I'm halfway past half to a capitalist. 3/4 there, yeah, to the rap top of the list. Now I'm really getting my dividends and sapping a bit.
If you're on a nice ass, push ass bus and while you're chilling, you're just killing cockroaches. You know, and you know roaches come out at night. So when you turn the lights off, the roaches is crawling on your body